I do love a good Stygian as well as Hellhorn run. Ooh, we got 2 hidden passages in the base deck as well. That gives us the ability to do a lot of interesting things. Split Anvil. Whenever you play a spell, spells in hand that cost less or reduces 0 for the turn, we have Stygian. We can use the offering token to play an offering card that costs 3. It'll make all of the other spells in my hand cost 0. Alright. Armor spam, let's go. Yes. Oh, 100%. You best believe we're going armor spam with this. I just did the Wrathful Hornbreaker Prince. And because I have spells, I can use that to manipulate the slay triggers or manipulate the health of my enemies, so I hit the slay triggers more commonly. So I'll take that. I don't really have that much health here. I've just got the March of Shields. Got torches to take out disciplines. Maybe a March of Shields is enough. Feels like the power on the +10 slay is really weak compared to the others. Only initially. As soon as it gets its first slay off, it can ramp ridiculously. It does feel like you always want to hybridize at the end to get multi-strike as well. Which is the thing that I think is a little concerning. There are, like... I thought the design was that you would have the Wrathful level 1, then Wrathful level 2, and Wrathful level 3, right? And if you pure build the champion without hybridizing, without getting extra other ones instead, then you have a benefit for having done so. But it feels like the Reaper doesn't really get that benefit. Here's another quick question. What Covenant rank so far has been the biggest jump in difficulty for you? To explain more, one rank you were okay, the next rank you just couldn't win or on. Weirdly for me, that was 8. That was 8. The series on YouTube had 3 losses on 8. And then I recorded the next day, I think 4 runs. And all of them, I got to a certain point, and then I made a big mistake. Like, my bad. Like, 100% my bad. And just lost. And I will say, I trashed those runs. I threw away the files. They were bad, and I was getting more and more tilted. And I was like, oh, I'm on a time crunch. This episode has to come out in just a moment. And it started increasing the stress, and the stress was increased, and I was making more mistakes, and just... constantly there was a flood of like the negative comments that I might end up getting going through my head, which also happened to align with the day that I wasn't feeling particularly good, so I just took a day off. And I took a day off the day after as well. But that entire time, while I was taking the days off, I was running level 8s, Covenant level 8s, just constantly. By the way, level 8, by the way, is add a copy of the Allied Clan starter card to your starting deck. But I was running level 8s constantly, and then I would get to just before killing the Seraph, and then I would reload. I would scrap that run, and then I would try again. And I was doing that to try and give myself a little bit of time off camera to work on things like multiple different floor strategies, to think about the kinds of different challenges that you fight in every single run. You need to have a way to deal with an area of effect. You need to have a way to deal with backline units. You need to have a way to deal with big units. You need to have a scaling source of damage, typically, or a scaling source of defense, so that you have the ability to take out a boss. That ties itself into you need to be able to take out a boss. And then the final one is you need to be able to take out a 2 big dude rounds. There's also a couple other things, like you need to be able to deal with sweep. You need to be able to deal with many harvests going off on the same floor, especially if you have morsel miners going on. And effectively, I just worked myself down a mental spreadsheet of I need to make sure constantly that this deck has the way to deal with this and this and this and this. And in the recent episodes since then, I've been employing that more consistently and sometimes been pointing it out directly as well. Like, how does this deck deal with this? How does the deck deal with this? How does the deck deal with this? Because I kept getting caught off guard in the 8th. I just kept getting caught off guard, and I didn't particularly like that. I'm gonna go for this. Should I go? I'm gonna go for it. I'm probably gonna regret it. How'd you come about your online name? A combination of different things. I was on the audio portal of Newgrounds, and I listened to a track. I used to watch like a lot of Flash animations that were kind of like action Flash animations on Newgrounds, and I was listening to a song that sounded like it would be paired with a Flash animation for kind of like over-the-top Flash combat kind of thing. And just while listening to it, I was just thinking of the scenes that it would represent and how, like, if it was the music for a music video that was a Flash action compilation, how it would go. Effectively, from that, as well as the fact that I was listening to a huge amount of Queen at the time, so I was just, the word Rhapsody was kicking around in my head. I was just like, okay, cool. This is like an assassin of Rhapsody, or Rhapsody assassin, or something like that, right? And that also aligned with making an online handle at the same time, which, like, online handles at that era were like largely, you know, Slayer XX 2140, that kind of thing, right? So I have a little bit of pretension in me. I'm sure none of you are surprised. So at that time I was like, I'm not gonna be killer or slayer or anything like that. What's like a more complicated word for those? Ooh, assassin. Okay. So there are a lot of different things that culminated all together. And then the final thing is that if you type it out, Rhapsody assassin, and then you take the first and last letter of each word, you end up with my name. Also, it was 16 characters, and both of them were 8 characters long, which made it really, really good, because most usernames would accept up to 16 at the time. So there you go. A bunch of different things culminated at the same time that ended up in that name. Although then, later on, as I grew up, I started to recognize the kind of inherent immaturity in those kind of like Slayer XXX names. So I dropped the assassin after listening to Day9 talk about how he came up with his online name, which was a long story. I'm not going to tell his story, but effectively he was talking about South Korean players at the time would oftentimes just have one innocuous English word as a name, which is how he chose Day, and I chose to cut half of mine off and just make it Rhapsody. Also, Rhapsody is kind of like a boisterous, enthusiastic, flamboyant even possibly piece of music or musical suite, and I feel like that also tracks a little. So yeah, sorry to give you the world's most complicated answer there, but there are a lot of things that went into it at the same pace. Let's go Train Steward, Hornbreaker. Train Steward, Hornbreaker is not going to be enough to take you out. Need more spells next time. That just got better in both ways. I'd like to say I hope you always have fun with what you do and don't be too worried about what people say. If you do lose, it's a learning opportunity and you can always get better next time, you know, and most of us know you're a good player at these games, so do your best to ignore the idiot comments. And once again, most importantly, have fun with whatever you do, especially your videos. Yeah, I try and I hope that I succeed at prioritizing having fun in my videos, because my position has always been, one sec, I'll offering token first here, just in case. That's fine. My position has always been that the content itself is better if I'm enjoying making it. Which is why, like, you know, when I'm presented with the opportunity to do a series that would do well, but I don't necessarily have a huge interest in, I just don't care to do it. This is going to be a problem. We need the Hornbreaker Prince to get health next turn somehow. I think I know what I have to do. I don't like it, but I think that's what I have to do there. It saves my Hornbreaker Prince, which gives me a lot of power here. I'm gonna need the Hornbreaker Prince for the kill on the champion. So what, we took 12 damage there? 12 damage is not that bad though. 12 damage is not that bad. Which is Circus Hotfix came out. Hope you didn't record your first episode yet. Nope. Nope. We sat down, Rito and I, yesterday to record the first episode, but we realized we needed a lot more time to do it. Because we wanted to make sure that we had, you know, team preparation, team comps, right, prepared to fight one another, and had gone through all of the relics and artifacts and stuff like that. So we haven't yet recorded it. We're gonna do that tomorrow? No, hang on. 4 days time? This is my first day of 5 days time from now. Ritual of Battle is really good for triggering Split Anvil right now. Vent gives us some reach. Glad to catch the stream. I've enjoyed a lot of YouTube content. Very kind of you to say, Milden. Glad to be caught. Excuse me, glad to be caught. Vent is a way of making everything else cost less. You're right, if I cast it for 3. How do X-Cost cards work with the handle? However much you have in terms of your Ember at that time is effectively just called the cost of it. So if I cast this for 4 Ember, it would make all of these free. This does also help me manipulate the Hornbreaker Prince. Taking the vent. Now that I have the Titan Sooth, I want to get the vent out of the deck. I know I just got it, but I want it gone. Okay, give me the Steelworker. Steelworker plus 25. There's a plus 25. Find me that Steelworker. Thank you. I can give the Steelworker a Battle Stone as well. Yeah, I have no problem with that. Always call your shots. Yeah, no, they can have extra damage all they want. Like I care. Like I care. We'll set up on the top floor. Hang on. No, we'll have to use a torch if the collector goes in the midline anyway. Top floor. The Titan's Tooth gets played by a discard. Does it still count as a 3? I think so. I'm not entirely certain though, but I'm almost entirely certain. Because there are a lot of other interactions in the game that would seem to imply that that's how that would work. Do you watch any big YouTubers? I don't really have time. Who have I watched the most of recently? I watched Dog, and that's because I find, as much as I'm not, you know, gonna touch the Blizzard games again, I find the Hearthstone Battlegrounds really compelling. So I watched Dog play Battlegrounds. I watched some more news. Cody's Shody. BreadTube, yeah. Well, I mean, I watch a lot of video essays as well, but I imagined we were talking about gaming content. But then I did mention some more news anyway, so. Yes, I can imagine you can probably pick out the cabal of the few people that anytime they release a video, I'm going to go and watch it. Some more news is a delight, especially recently. While it is, my tolerance for knowing what's going on recently is getting very low. Because things are getting bleak, friends. Keep it light. I'm just starting to get back to the more consistent despair kind of area. Okay, Hornbreaker Prince still gets 3 attacks off here. We're fine. Yeah, big Ollie energy. That is the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me, Yoguti. I will wear this comment with pride. He's got a new video coming out in a day or two. I think it's about anti-Semitism. Actually, he teased it on Twitter. It is about anti-Semitism. Got our offering cards now. I do have the ability to send a branded warrior behind the top line with the hidden passages. I like doing that. Steelworker is so good, but I don't think it's worth duping. No, I think I'm gonna go for the artifact. And if you play your 3rd spell on a turn, all cards gain +1 magic power for the rest of the battle. Let's hope it's more than New Deal than Weimar Republic period. Let's hope. My optimism is at an all-time low. I think I'll go Forgotten Name. It'll be a little slow, but if anyone is going to have the ability to utilize it, it's going to be... Well, I mean, it is a Stygian Guard relic. But if anyone's going to have the ability to use it, it'd be Stygian Guard with a... Ice Tornado would be really good here, with the Split Anvil in particular. Helical Crystals would also be really good. I did just turn that down, but I wanted the other option more. As well as with... what's the final one? Deals 5? Does 5 times damage? Ice Storm. Ice Storm. Ice Storm is so good. Oh, it's pulled me out of so much hot water. Probably want to just purge a unit here. Wait, hang on. We get the upgraded version later. What if I purge the Branded Warrior? I don't need it right now. Fine. Also, can you activate that relic more than once per turn? Yes, I'm pretty sure you can't. When you play the 3rd spell of the turn, rather than every 3 spells. No, you can't. Guess it depends on what you get from the upgrade, right? Yeah, I'm really hoping we get the... It's 0 cost, has 10 more damage. And what's the extra effect that has? 0 cost has 10 more damage and something else. I don't want the one that has extinguish deal damage to the front enemy unit. That's just garbage. But the upgrades are all bad on a battleline unit. Is there not the 10 plus damage and 0 cost? Am I thinking of a different thing, Sal? I thought I got that on a Shadow Gorger at one point. I like this spell that gives spell power to your whole hand and give it holdover. Yes, okay, cool. There's +5 attack and endless. Huh. Well. Oops. I think it's about time that I go and just look at the list of all of the things that that can provide rather than, you know, just constantly guessing. Let's try and play 3 spells this turn if we can. So we can't. It's fine. I will save 10 HP though. Can you give a unit that's already been upgraded twice in that event? Yes. Apparently all... Ooh. Okay. Here we get to test it. Titan's Tooth. Are you going to make everything else in my hand cost nothing except for the Crypt Builder? Yep. Yep. It do. That it do. I do want 2 units to get to the top line so that the Hornbreaker Prince has a chance to slay. You know, I've never really thought about it, but is the monster train really a train with the only single engine and no wagons? Yeah, I guess like it's a single carriage. But what is the definition of train? I think we have to start there, surely. Okay, the extra magic power there. Oh no, I should have ascended one of them, actually. Yeah, that would have been way better for the extra damage. Okay, you go down. You go down, and then I get my magic power as well. This train's basically like the episode of Wallace and Gromit where he's just laying out track in front of him. Yeah, I mean, the animations at the start do show track being laid out directly in front of you. Yeah, I should have ascended one of these on the round that I played 2 torches and a sting instead. 2 torches and a sting, 2 torches and spear. So we are going to take a little bit of damage. That's okay though, it happens. We are going to get this unit down to only 20 HP, which does mean that the last shard of the pyre is going to kill it in a single attack. So we only take 2 damage here. Well, 3 damage, because it also deals 1 damage back to us with the explosive sigil. That's fine. Offering the Titan's Tooth. Nothing else needed, right? Nothing else needed. So we'll torch you, and then train steward, send you, train steward just in case we can send you as well. Easy. A little bit more armor, and perfect. Honestly, getting all those train stewards behind as well, hell yeah. It's about as powerful as we could be. Ooh, gotta love the Titan's Tooth pull there, making all of these playable. Nice. How would I play it though? I'd have to cost reduce it twice, or I take energy. Okay, let's look at the next area first. So next area does have a Merchant of Magic, but it's on the opposite side of an Unstable Vortex and a Hellhorn Banner. Do I need a Hellhorn Banner at this point? Probably not. Probably not. So if I go to the Merchant of Magic, I can double cost reduce the Hellhorn's Tome. Fine. That Horned Warrior actually also looks pretty good for putting behind the Hornbreaker Prince. No, I'm gonna focus on spells. Okay, so it's spells. Spells. We use Steelworker and the Hornbreaker on the top line to catch the remaining units. All of the rest of the stuff is spells. Ryan, that's what you're doing. Turn that down. This is extra draw, right? Oh, that hurt. But we're using the anvil as our energy. Spells. Just focus on the spells, right? Ooh, A lot of text under those waxen arches over there. Alright, Merchant Magic, what do you got for us? Ugh. How would I ever cast it? It might be double stack on March of Shields. Emberstone on the one Horn's Tome, reroll Emberstone on the one Horn's Tome. Honestly, that's not awful because in the next area... Wait, we don't? No, we do have it in the next area. Yeah, Unstable Portal as well as a Hell Vent, so we can dupe the... Because we didn't pick up another minion. Yeah, we didn't pick up another minion. Okay, so we have no reason to go to the Merchant of Steel in the next area. So we're going to turn that down. We're going to go Unstable Vortex. We're going to go Hell Vent. On the Hell Vent, we'll probably dupe the one Horn's Tome. I don't need 6 multi-strike. I just need 3. Yes. Holdover would also be a good thing to hit on this reroll. Do I want to Surge Stone something? Sure. Do I permafrost? But Overkill's best kill? See, the thing is, Overkill's best kill, but as I've started going through the ranks, as I said was eventually going to happen, I've had to adapt my playstyle a little bit. So, you know, like, having a unit with 1,000 damage is nice, but having a unit with 200 damage that is well defended is way better. I know it's a bit late, but I was on mobile and it's annoying to type. For the event where you have the Betrayed Angel or spell, my rule of thumb is giving me expensive spell, 2 out of 3 upgrades to make the spell 0 cost plus another effect. Nice. Final one is restore. Cool. The expendable unit, like a Tomb or an Imp, because there's a 50% chance it gets the Extinguished Deal 50, or Endless 5 attack. The final one is Revenge, give the whole floor 1 attack. Revenge, give the whole floor 1 attack sounds really good as well. I don't think I want any of these upgrades now. I could even cut 2 Train Stewards pretty happily. I'm gonna give another torch. No. No, it's fine. I have Titan's Tooth for directed damage as well as the vent. It's fine. I'm gonna give another torch. The capacity to die there. I already have multi-strike, now I want more Slay. Next area I get a double remove. If I double remove here, actually, the deck gets way better way quickly. Let's get the Train Suits out of here, I think. Also, I'm not spending any money in the next area, so I don't have to worry about getting to the next area and being sad about not having any money to spend on them. Okay, this is annoying. We actually have to set up on a lower floor right now for the Absolvers. There's not a Clipped Guardian coming out in the first round, if I recall correctly. Yeah, this should be fine. Spell Shield 2 might be too much, though. I think it's actually fine. I just set up on the second floor. I should have ordered those in the opposite way. Yeah, because I could have used the March of Shields to fix my positioning afterwards, so I should have put the Hornbreaker Prince in the front line, then it would have gotten its first slay off. Okay. That'll reorder them. I can March of Shields to put the Hornbreaker in the front line now. Give it 20 armor, it loses 13 HP next turn. It gets its first slay off though. It's very important that it starts getting slays off here. Because if we can't get a slay off on an Eclipse Guardian, we're going to have a bad time. How am I going to reorder them afterwards, though? Hidden passage back to the top floor? Really? There's no more damage mitigation in the deck. This is a dangerous move if I make it. You know what it is? We double stack the Collector. So now the Steelworker doesn't kill it, and then the Hornbreaker does kill it, so I actually get my Collector's, I get my Slay. Okay, we'll start with the Offering Token. Got it. There's your spell shields. We can go Torch. There we go, consume that. Now we get another Slay with the Hornbreaker Prince. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to kill this Absolver. So wait, you're about to get another 20, so you go to 76. 76, 15 is 91. So I'm gonna need a way to kill. Hang on. Is 72 even lethal here? 71. No, it's not. We have to use the torch to actually make this lethal. Otherwise, it dies to the frostbite. And then I'm gonna deal 5 damage. No, 5 damage, and then it gets healed by the Clip Shaman. Oops. That's fine. I was gonna kill that unit anyway. See, I think I have to take the damage and play the One Horn's Tome right now. I think that's just when that happens. Although maybe I don't even take the damage. Yeah, just throw the Weight of Contrition back. Hey, that actually removes spell shield despite not damaging them. Interesting. Okay, let's go send you, and then I'm just gonna kill you. Okay, yeah, we've managed to get away from all of these Slay problems. That's already enough by itself. Yeah, I was a little worried this was going to be a problem for us, but no. I think that was handled basically as well as it possibly could have been. One more spell. A little bit of armor there, and then perfect. Weight of Contrition, Weight of Contrition. See if we get anything important. No, try it again. Dang it. All those things. Good fight. Good fight overall. Important work, Impish Scholar, a March of Shields. I don't think I need another March of Shields right now. Urchin Spikes, Ice and Pyre, as well as Frenzied Swarm. Again, don't want any of those. Hey, it did get the +5 damage in Endless. You hold on to that, though. I'll take the 10 damage endless and 0 cost, please. Now I am going up. Yeah, I have no units to upgrade because I didn't take that unit back. So we are hell venting the One Horn's Tome for an extra multi-strike. And then double removing the train stewards. That is a lot of damage they propose that they're about to do. Steelworker is pretty healthy, but they're proposing to do a lot of damage. Like 3 sycophants in front of an overcharged tank, each of them die. You have 6 damage, you strike twice, that's 12 extra damage. I think it's annoying, but I think we can just do it. We're setting up on the top floor again here, though. Damn it. I hate getting the One Horn's Tome in this opening hand. I could have played it. Game, please. Okay. So a big vent on the bottom line, and then same as we did before. Double stack the collector just so that we have the Hornbreaker points get the sleigh. Day's top floor thing was a Covenant debuff, right? Yes, it was. I think it was level 10. Kill that, and then just throw effects here until this unit dies. Then we can take out in the back line. Great. Okay, we should be reliably slaying now. Especially if we can get a multi-strike off. But why'd you have to put them both in the same hand? Game. Game, why? Definitely offering through the Titan's Tooth. That's already all cleared. Yeah, next floor, the Hornbreaker is going to have to clear her as well. I really need extra health. Please draw March of Shields. Thank you. That's huge, because now it'll be in the next cycle of the deck as well, whereas if it was on the bottom, we wouldn't have been able to do it. Love how you're thinking out of the box about how to get the slates off. You're getting really good at this game. I appreciate you saying so, Sal. That means a lot coming from you. I did see, actually, your comment talking about the slays that I missed in the previous one. I'm trying to think a little more laterally about it now. Okay, that's already fine. Let's go. Wait, hang on. The frontliner. Yeah, the frontliner is already dying to the steelworker, so I might as well just kill that myself. Okay. Yeah, all that's good. All of that will work well. In fact, do I ascend you? Yep. Yep. Take a free turn of kills there. Yeah, sure. This is a very small slay trigger, but yeah, every little bit helps. Branding right. Branding right is a lot of armor. It might be how I keep the Steelworker alive when I don't have the March of Shields. It's also Such no. Oh no, it's gonna benefit. It does trigger the split anvil. It's good target to hit on the split anvil. It's just it will take the magic power from the Forgotten Name. Honestly, with 50 health on the Steelworker, I think that's still fine, especially because this is a really good double stack target that I really want to have in the deck. We could put a Mollusk Mage between the Steelworker and the Hornbreaker on the top floor. I don't need to, though. I love it when this champ goes off. It feels so rewarding. Oh, yes, it does. Oh, hitting big numbers. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. The Heaven's Finest. Plus 10 damage and Endless. Reduce the cost to 0. It did the thing. Mollusk Mage makes Branding Right quite a bit worse. Yeah, oh, I wasn't even thinking about that at the time. But yeah, no, it does make it 0 cost. Okay, spells. Titan's Tooth and Offering Token both want Holdover. The Branding Right wants Double Stack. Other side is Relics. It's also an event. I was supposed to be all about my spells, but I feel like they've been de-emphasized recently. It's largely about the champion. Railhammer, Railhammer, Railhammer. Friendly units enter with 5 armor. We'll see if we get a Railhammer next. Although before I do that, let's go to the Concealed Caves. We can't heal our units at all, can we? No lifesteal, no regen, nothing. We can get the Petrified Heart for plus 10. And Heartless. Can't heal them, but couldn't heal them before. I could also just give the Heartstone to the Steelworker. I like the Petrified Heart here specifically because it gives the Hornbreaker Prince the ability to start hitting themselves with the Branding Right even after I get magic power, as well as to be resilient to sweep. So I'll take the large shard. But that also dealt damage to us. It's another event that deals damage to us, so I'm very, very glad that I have the Pyramanes afterwards prioritized. So I am going to take the Armor 5. Yeah, our setup is a little rough. I'm gonna take Armor 5. Dang, didn't get it. And then I was looking for Railhammer. Railhammer is such a huge part of this build. It basically doubles the effect of the Steelworker, almost at least. Right? Every time it has a resolve trigger, it gains 5 armor. With Railhammer, it gains 4 more. But also 9 armor on all units when you play them is pretty good as well. Great protection against sweeps before you start getting things like your Branding Right to protect them as well. Railhammer is pretty powerful. Railhammer is so powerful as well with Stygian Guard because there's the incant trigger that gives +1 armor to all units on the floor, as well as the Stygian Guard that the Guard of the Deep, Guard of the Unnamed, Guard of the something that has the incant trigger gain +3 armor, as well as they have shop upgrades to incant gain armor, so you can just put all of those on the same floor and then end up with 1 billion armor. It's ridiculous. Guard of the Unnamed, there we go. I think I take the damage this turn. Because it gives me the ability to kill that, preventing myself from getting another Scourge later, as well as play 3 spells for the magic power. Perfect. I might not want to consume these torches yet. Next round, we get a Slay with the Hornbreaker Prince on that. Yeah, I may not want to consume these torches just because they are, at the moment, very good ways of... but the deck is getting thinner. They're very good ways of dealing with the Scourge units that get summoned in. I have to wait for 2 deck cycles until I can even start doing that. Offering a Titan's Tooth. God, really? Can I stop getting both of the One Horn's Tome in the same hand, please? I'm absolutely begging you, game. Stop. All right. Setup finished. All right, me and the beautiful cutie are heading out to do some shopping today. Catch you around. Catch you around, Circuit Blade. Have a good day. I'm gonna use a Frozen Lance first. Right, yeah, I'm gonna use a Frozen Lance first, and then offering past a Crypt Builder. We now have a Torch to kill you, and play out the Ultimate Penance. The Eclipsed Guardian already dies when it gets to the top here. I'll start the next one. Fine, I'll just play normally for a bit. Play out the statues when I can. Or, sorry, play out the Scourges when I can, rather. Hidden Passage. Doesn't really mean much to me anymore at all. Top floor is already done. You don't have your 3rd multi-strike yet, but after you kill, the Branded Warrior will sweep in for the kill on the Quill Marksman, so that's actually still good. Great. Hello, happy Saturday from this part of the world. Hope you're having a hell of a stream day. Having a great one. Velvet Thunder, bet yourself. And it is Saturday in my part of the world as well. We're enjoying this fine Saturday together. I have a lot of recording to get to after this, but after that I'm having a lovely dinner out at a friend's place. The social distancing restrictions in Sydney have been lifted a little bit because our cases are quite low. Alright, we're done. I'll even send you up to get the earliest Slay. I love how the Crypt Builder is working with the Split Amble. And I also love that the interactions in this game are so intuitive that we could kind of call our shot on that. So good. Alright, what do you got? Alloy of the Ancients, maybe? Just helps us get up, set up. I think so. And then more draw again. I say it had the highest increase in cases today so far. Yeah, it's not looking like everyone's equally out of the water. And it's, I also don't mean for the phrase "it's out of the water" to seem as hopeful as that necessarily implies. Or just a turn of phrase. Alright. I think again I'm going to go for the artifacts here. The only upgrades I really could get would be one upgrade on the Branded Warrior, and none of those upgrades are ridiculous. Out of the water as in like out of hot water. Tempered Talisman for just free magic power. Bad for the piercing, but good for everything else. Enemy units enter with Frostbite 2. It's really annoying. I guess Vent gets cast for extra with the help. It's so small. That's such a minimal impact. I'm gonna turn that down as well. This is really annoying. There are so many. We have a similar phrase, out of the woods. Out of the woods is probably a better phrase. I was thinking like out of hot water, but out of the woods is actually a better one. I already have the ability to give the Hornbreaker Prince by itself multi-strike, so I'm going to go for the extra damage there, finally. You often have the 3-cost spell left in hand for the Icicle Fracture. I mean, I guess it does fix our 2 one-horn tomes on the same turn thing. Oh, you mean get both? Yeah, I couldn't get both. Not at all. Out of the water and into hot woods. There we go, Zeratrani. Someone's part of Malifaux. Love a good Malifaux. Burn that bridge when we get to it. That train has sailed. That kind of situation. Oh, beautiful. Spell Shield 2 is annoying, but is it the worst? Is it gonna kill us? I don't think it's gonna kill us. I don't think it really affects us much at all. I think we have enough garbage spells. Huh, got the Winged Conduit already dying. Great. Really wish I could just play that. I can. For some reason, I thought I didn't have a torch in hand, and I was like, Vent is the only way I can kill the Collector in the back line, and I'm gonna need... okay, never mind, we're fine. We're fine. Up you go. Hang on. We can get it as well as kill the bottom line there. Just playing Ascend the Collector? No, I wanted to get my Branded Warrior to the top line. Okay, if we've already got the kill there, we've already got the kill there. I don't need to worry. Let's go for the Offering Token, see if we get the right pull. We don't, that's fine. I don't need a Hidden Passage anymore. And then we just go armor, 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 armor. And just take out Wilt Wings in the front line whenever we can, because we don't want the extra damage on the top line. Branding Right can still kill the double strikers on middle floor. Yeah, we can even kill the Winged Conduits. Oh, sorry, the double strikers. Yeah, the double strike causes. Yes, you're right. Okay, our Slay triggers are pretty ridiculous now. Nothing can really damage us anymore. Let's go for a Titan Sooth for free here. Then Branding Right, which is actually now only giving us 20 armor to 12 damage. The balance on that has changed a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna send you. We take more damage here, but the Hornbreaker Prince gets another Slay. Spreading Right will soon be a pure damage spell. Yeah, I'm gonna cast it on the boss for the kill. Oh, Titan's Tooth. Good Work, bud. Good work. Anything else I really need to handle here? Not much. I think it's probably time to just hidden passage you. Yep, that'll do it. Ooh. Spell meant nothing to us. Meant absolutely nothing to us, the spell shield there. Nah, I'm fine, thanks. Apply 1 armor to friendly units. I don't cast the spells on that floor that often, and I definitely don't need the extra armor. I don't have Railhammer yet either. I'm fine. If I do get Railhammer, I'm gonna be sad that I turned that down though. Okay. There's another dupe available. Is there anything I care about duping? Ah, dupe another one-tone stone. Could be worth. All I know is I don't care about my minion upgrades, right? Now I care about my minion upgrades because we have units gain an extra upgrade slot, but I couldn't have known. Conserve energy between turns doesn't matter to us at all. Yeah, this is definitely a reroll. We found it. It was the last thing as well. Like this showed up, and then the Railhammer showed up. It was the absolute last relic that could have shown up. Ooh, holdover. Holdover on a double stack March of Shields? No. No, it's not that. No, it's holdover on one of these 3 costs, I think. Could be an offering. Could be an offering. Offering makes sure those are always triggered, but those also have to be in hand. The thing is, offering is not valuable outside of its trigger of a Titan's Tooth or a Crypt Builder. But Titan's Tooth and Crypt Builder are good outside of their play with an offering. Right? Because you can still just play this to make everything else in the hand cost less. I think with the pickup of the Railhammer, we don't need March of Shields anymore. I think without that, I would have put it on March of Shields. But now that we have March of Shields, I think I'm going to put it on Titan's Tooth. They're good, but are they every turn good? They are. Split Anvil means whenever you play a spell, spells in hand cost less for the rest of the turn. Or rather, they cost nothing for the rest of the turn. So that is effectively, I just bought myself energy. In a weird way. Add consume to a torch. Yep. Yep. Happy to do that. Well, am I? No, hang on. Those torches do get better. I might put it on a Frozen Lance, because I do still need the ability to kill a backline unit without using the Titan's Tooth on that floor. So I'll put that on a Lance. Cost reduction. Makes no sense on anything here. Well, actually, this does have holdover, right? So making a the Crypt Builder now 2 cost means that it can get affected by the Titan's Tooth. I have a great amount of money left, but I guess I'm gonna have to reroll anyway. Consume. Let's give Vent some more damage in AoE, because we're still keeping it in the deck. Pretty sure we're done, basically, except for removals now. So the dupe here... is the dupe offering token? Because every single turn I'm going to have a Titan's Tooth, so I want an offering token every single turn as well. And then remove 1 final card from the deck, and this is probably just a Lance. Is this a Sap Seraph? Yep. 2 lands. But the second one's a torch. Then ouch. Huh? Not Ascend there? Ascend does give me the ability to manipulate my enemies a lot because I'm going to be setting up on the top floor because the Seraph the Temperate doesn't have any Scourge units. Don't really play them after the first cycle. I think you're probably going to be right. But I think they are as usefully playable as the cards that I removed, if not more. Offer you a Crypt Builder. Gives me the ability to Frozen Lance there. I think I will, actually. Do I want to consume those 2 spells? Definitely that one. And then you're going to get killed by the Steelworker anyway, so I may as well kill you myself. Hey, Lolash. Morning shenanigans complete. Back in time for the final boss, it appears. It is time for the final boss. This run is wild. So we got the Split Anvil at the very start. Split Anvil, whenever you play a spell, spells in hand that cost less or reduce to 0 for the turn. So my whole build has just been constantly playing 3-cost spells every single turn, and then everything else is free. It's a strange one, but I love it. The Branded Warrior being 0 cost has actually been very important because it gives me the ability to pop them up. There we go. I could ascend for a Slay here, but instead, I'm going to March of Shields for a Slay here. And also, the Hornbreaker champion is just getting Slay triggers to get more powerful, which is really where the power in this run comes from. Offer you a Titan's Tooth. Titan's Tooth has holdover and it's on offering as well, but we're going to be able to keep it. The Steelworker now only does 1 damage, so now the Hornbreaker Prince is guaranteed to get the kills. Let's go Branding Right before it gets magic power and then give you some more armor. And then just throw excess damage here on the bottom line. Branding Right before its damage increases. Yeah, I'm trying to cast it basically as the 3rd spell of the turn most of the time. Alright, I'm going with the multi-strike here. Do I still have one in the deck? I think I still have one in the deck. Nope. Oh, right, because I duped... Yeah, because I duped the offering token instead. So this is... Yeah, this is triple Slay. Great. We might be done playing spells, except for armor. Get him, get him, get him. You have negative 22 damage, but you're still dealing 302 damage. So good. Yeah, I mentioned it before, but I think we're just in the play armor pass turns now. Maybe I need to save some more HP. You know what? There we go. Fine. I'll save a little bit of HP that turn by killing the 24 damage unit in the backline. It does mean we're getting fewer slays with the Hornbreaker, but the Steelworker might not necessarily be able to keep up now that I'm not playing my offerings. Guess I should just play my offerings at the end of the turn anyway then, just to cycle through. Yeah, that's what I should have done. That's what I should have done. Okay. Give you the Titan's Tooth. Branding, and then... Vent on a lower line, and then just start softening up the frontline target, not that it matters. 466. Single Ascend in this hand. Let's offering token through a Titan's Tooth. If we get back to another ascend, we can double ascend the Seraph up to the very top line with fewer targets here, and well, it could be good. Didn't get it. That's fine. Branding right is still... it's still not that much armor because it's actually downgrading itself pretty much every turn. Up you go. Oh. You know what? No. That's not how this is going. With Titan's Tooth, all of you. You're coming up with me. Screw you. Kill all of these minions. There you go. Fight me. Got him. That was an incredible run. Oh, good God, was that ever a good run. It feels like I don't lose on stream, but in my YouTube series, I do. Hey, Lolash is already on rank 5 as well. Vito's up at 7, damn. I feel like, oh, gym mate. Really? You're doing it as well? Neat. Wonderpod as well. Cool. Gymmate runs a Australian channel. You might have known he works with Reynard's Tempo Storm a while ago, doing a satirical Hearthstone news show, and also is behind Super Do the Games, has their own Let's Play channel as well. Haven't worked with Jim before. We were just friends in a clan ages ago before we started doing content creation. I lose on stream and don't lose when I'm playing off stream. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I'm glad that my curse is winning on stream and then losing off stream, but it's a better dynamic for that to be able to go. Chat helps keep you on track. That is true, 100% true. Chat does give me like a lot more considerations that I don't necessarily always think of, especially as I'm motor mouthing off and just getting really, really wrapped up in the idea of a cool run that I'm designing in my head that I'm going to lose because I'm trying to design a cool run in my head rather than playing the video game. Sorry to ask again, but another probably quick question. If these three relics were added to the game, what would you think of them? 1, double slay ability activation. 2, doubles revenge ability activation. 3, double offering ability activation. Offering might be a bit too reliably easy to get, because it is like a huge. But double spikes damage is a thing. Double summoning is a thing as well. I mean, they follow the archetype that has been set out by other relics in other clans already. The ability to kind of just double the effect that they have, but they do strike me as powerful. But they might not be too powerful. Relics in this game are of kind of like variable power levels, and some of them like kind of make or break your run. Split Anvil was that whole run, right? Spikes isn't revenge though. Sure, but like the other analogous thing would have been like, you know, incant abilities trigger additional time, something like that. Revenge doesn't seem that strong. Revenge can be pretty strong. Revenge can be pretty strong. Specifically, the Shark Boy giving frostbite to all enemies on Revenge is so powerful. But you're right, it is a bit too rare at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised to see another clan capitalize on that a little bit more. Let's go to the run summary. Revenge draw 2, yeah, that would overdraw you. Yeah, Frostbite dude, yeah, he's busted. Yeah, he's so good. I don't turn him down anymore. Like, just get him, put some health stones on him, maybe even give him a large stone. I don't know, only if you're feeling nasty. Maybe even give him some incant triggers if you're putting on him incant trigger floor. But oh my god, is that unit ridiculous. Both of the Shark Boys in that clan are ridiculous. They're just, so good. Well, That was a pretty dang ridiculous run right there.